On this episode of The Real Paranormal Detectives, the team returns to Spahn Ranch for their nighttime investigation and almost immediately encounter activity.
Does anybody hear a ringing sound? Like
yeah, I hear the ringing.
So you guys are hearing this on the camera? I think we're hearing coyotes.
We are the Southern California Paranormal Detectives. Our team has been investigating claims of the paranormal for over 10 years. In our time, we've seen some crazy things.
I think I saw something over there.
What did it look like?
It's pulsating too.
It is pulsating. Yeah.
We also have literally thousands of hours of absolutely nothing. Now we've combined the latest science and technology, along with the spiritual.
The one that we see over here, the energy is just off the charts.
We've investigated ghosts, UFOs, cryptozoology, and even conspiracies. We want to finally show and find the truth. We are more than a team, we are family. And we are the real paranormal detectives.
So we're back at Spahn Ranch area, and it's the night shoot. We got two cameramen, Chris and Dom, and then we have our witness, and we have Marcelo, and Jean-Pierre and Danny, and myself, Eddie, out here. So we'll see if we catch anything. See what good stuff.
Alright guys, we're here at Spahn Ranch. We were here earlier today. We showed you footage of what we got last time here at the rock formation, the famous rock formation where Manson and his followers took the picture. We're going to do some investigating here, probably for at least a couple of hours. Here, a few other spots where Spahn Ranch used to be, and we'll see what we get. You got to see what we did for History Channel. Now you're going to get to see a full investigation and what we do here. So we'll probably go ahead and get started, get the witness involved a little bit with what we're doing, and go from there. So hopefully it'll be an interesting night.
2016.
Let me get my other phone as well. Oh, you know what? Let me get a base temperature there in case we get any fluctuations. So on the rock, we're looking at about 60 degrees. Out there is a lot cooler, about 60, 62. So in there, the heat's trapped in the rock, about 68. Alright, cool. Alright, just so in case you hear anything right now. We'll probably go ahead and start a session. We got the audio in K2. Up to you if you want to move closer, Macy, so we kind of see what we do. So the little green light is my EMF meter. It goes all the way up to red. Huh?
Okay, quiet.
Does anybody hear a ringing sound? Like
Yeah,
inside
I
the
hear
cave?
ringing. Did you guys hear a hum? I heard a hum.
And as soon as you stepped there, it stopped ringing.
But I heard it.
Yeah, like, so, like, I stuck my head out of the cave, nothing.
I heard that
stuck my
too.
head inside the cave, ringing sound. And then now, yeah, it's gone now.
We heard a ringing inside here.
Yeah.
Like the ringing in
and
your ear
as
kind of
soon
ring?
as you stepped right there, it
Yeah,
stopped.
it did.
That
but
was
I heard it.
trippy.
Thank you, Jesus. I'm not the only one that heard it.
No, I heard it
Please
too.
don't fall.
Me and
As soon as you
Danielle
said it, I heard it.
and Eddie heard footsteps over there, and I heard humming
I
like
heard
right
them
next to us.
earlier, but I thought it was you guys moving.
Sorry, that's me. I'm sorry. I'll warn you next time. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It was funny. No, yeah, I heard them earlier, but I thought it was you guys walking. When I was sitting over by the rock, I heard them.
Nope.
So, Dominic here again. At the, what's it called? What's the place? I forgot the call. Anyway,
Spahn Ranch.
Spahn Ranch, there we go. Yeah, so we're sitting under the, in the cave here. About to do our, like, K2 session, and pretty much stuff hit the fan. I heard, like, footsteps and stuff while we were, like, silent. I swear, like, I heard a ringing, like the ringing in your ear, inside the cave. Stuck my head out of the cave to listen to, like, what everybody else is hearing. Silence. Head back in the cave, ringing. And I wasn't the only one that heard it, and then when Jean-Pierre moved, everybody stopped. So, kind of glad I wasn't the only one that heard it, but yeah, that was pretty crazy. It's like, just only inside that cave is where I heard it. It's pretty trippy.
Hi, Macy again. Okay, so just like Dom said, I did hear a very high-pitched ringing as like, I don't know, like, you know, like how dogs don't hear that high-pitched ring. But we were all standing right here, and as we were all paying attention to what everyone else heard outside the cave, there was a really, really, really high-pitched ringing inside, and as soon as Jean-Pierre moved his foot to step closer towards the K2, it just stopped, and so did everything else, which was kind of trippy, not gonna lie. But yeah, I got the chills from it, 100%. Now I'm like hanging out with it over here.
All right. So yeah, we were all sitting over here. I heard Dom say, "Hey, did you guys hear that ringing?" And as soon as he did, I turned my head because I was already hearing it. And I literally took one step in close to the little rock formation, and the ringing stopped. And as we're talking right now, we're hearing stuff fall around us, and I don't know, it's pretty significant. It doesn't sound like something little, and it keeps happening. So it's interesting. It could be something paranormal. The ringing definitely could have been paranormal, because usually only one person hears it if they're having, like, you know, maybe hearing problems. They went to a concert recently, stuff like that. But we all heard it together at the same time, and it stopped as soon as I went to the rock formation. So, yeah, pretty interesting. We're still hearing sounds, so
Yeah.
already kind of interesting, eventful night. We're going to have to check the footage and the cameras and the audio. We might have caught that ringing. If we did, that's going to be amazing, because there's no natural explanation for that ringing that should be out here. So
That's definitely a thing.
we'll keep investigating. Marcello, what do you feel? Let's interview Marcello, what his thoughts are.
I don't even need to go by what I feel. I heard heavy steps almost up there. It felt like it was from that direction from what I felt. And that's up, that's up in the left side of the rock formation. And that ringing just, it almost sounded like it was coming from everywhere. It was so loud because I was right there close to the rock formation, so it was very loud. But it didn't seem like piercing or anything. It didn't like hurt my ear, but it definitely had like a big sound to it that you couldn't just ignore. So that's what I felt from it, and the energy that I got off of it was almost like being watched, and also I almost felt like the energy is like starting to creep up more in a way. Like a lot of things are noticing from the past, like what's going on, because in a way, when we come out to investigate, sometimes it's like bringing up that memory and bringing it back, into what's happening now, I guess, in a way. So that's what I got so far.
Once again, if there's any way to give us a sign that you're here, could you please give us some sort of sign? We come out of respect. We do not mean to disturb you. We're trying to get more information about what may have happened here. If you have anything to say, please let us know. We have audio, we have video, we have our lights. You can communicate in multiple different ways if you like. Or we could just relax here with you and see if you want to communicate. So I'll just sit down over here. Macy, you have any questions you want to ask? Anything? Would you like to get our witnesses involved in getting familiar with what we do and how we do things? So if you have any questions that I didn't ask that you might think of, go for it and ask.
I don't know.
Be similar to what I asked. Just like if there's anyone here that wants to communicate, just give a different voice to asking the question.
Yeah, I would really like to know if anyone is here. That'd be...
Bright light.
And he's trying to check something.
I've been hearing footsteps the whole time.
I can't see because of the dim street light.
That was
There's one shuttle.
Huh?
See someone up there?
In that direction.
Yeah. That's what I've been looking at for a while.
It's like I shine my light over there. There's nothing there. There's no light. That's it.
Yeah. I was seeing something too. Actually, I saw a shadowy figure. Right in that area.
I get like really cold.
Where
Back there,
Over there. To our left.
there's a lot of noises and stuff.
I just get
maybe
really...
we should start going over there. I
I
think
get
that's,
really cold like I am right now.
that's the direction we should be probably going.
Yeah.
Where the sound's coming from?
Yeah.
I feel like not like 100 like all the way through, but like there's moments where like
Yeah.
I feel something is there and then it goes away.
Yeah, it's like on it.
And then it
it's
comes
on
back
the back
again.
Of my neck.
Like I said, what I was feeling up there was very strange because it was, if I'm gonna maybe resort to changing what you guys were hearing, it was almost like that sound came from over there and bolted out of here. I don't know. It was almost like something over there sent it. I don't know. That was just a feeling I got from it too. And like, it was almost like some guy was looking down, like someone. And I think that's why I've been feeling like the presence of the old members being around here still, you know, the family and everything. And like people that worked with the person, police, detectives, and a lot of other people too. Yeah.
Is there anybody that stayed behind that would like to communicate? Make our meter light up, make sounds again, give us some sort of sign that you're here. Once again, we come out of respect. We do not mean to disturb you. We're trying to find more information out. If we could bring anything to light that may have happened here. And maybe the truth of what happened here. Did Charles Manson choose this location because it had high energy? Was this a spiritual place? Maybe for Native Americans, a sacred place?
Could there have been a portal here, or is there a portal here?
Anything you want to add, Macy?
How do you feel about the chips in the rock? Especially that fresh one? How they just take a piece of it?
Are you happy that people think so highly of Charles Manson that they want to take pieces of rock from this place? If so, could you give us some sort of sign? Put that green light, it'll light up. And this is your opportunity. We're here. If you have anything to communicate, you can do so right now. We can hear you, we can see you. You can make our meters light up, and we'll know that way.
Somebody say something right now?
You want us to?
No, I swear I heard someone say something.
Oh. Sorry.
It came from like back here.
No, I didn't hear anybody say anything.
I had like a low voice, like, is that what it said? It's like, say something, I was like, what was that? Oh, was it? I don't know, because it sounded like it was coming from over here.
Pretty calm. Anybody want to speak? Speak now. Over here. You? I got way lower than that. I got like a 60, 61.
Did you hear whatever that was over there?
Yeah, I heard it.
Who's over there?
No.
Gracie, you heard that?
Uh-huh. It was like a...
Yeah.
Can you see anything over there?
Can't get that far.
Hey guys, use the cameras. We heard something over there. When my laser went.
Like... It was like a...
They heard something over there.
There it is again.
I heard it.
My legs are freezing right now.
Put the camera. See if you can get that far. One more time I said stirring.
What the fuck
Oh my god.
was that?
Guys, okay?
There
Eddie,
is someone walking.
point the light like right over that dude.
What was that?
A little to the right. A little to the right.
Over here.
A little more right there.
No.
Somewhere like right there. Just here.
Yeah, something or some... I don't... I'm freezing right now.
Straight up, like we started walking down here. Stop for a second, looking around. Next thing I know, like in that kind of like tempo.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a scurry kind of sound. It was like.
Grab Tom's arm so fast, dude. Oh, man.
Okay. Hi. So, we were kind of just walking around and we kind of heard some sort of footsteps and I got like really cold on my legs and I was like, let's go explore. And kind of over in this general area, me and Dom kind of walked down because we were like, kind of hear something, kind of. And so we scanned the area and all of a sudden we heard the footsteps. Like it was like, as if someone was like patrolling. That's what it felt like. Grabbed Dom's arm so fast and I got instantly cold, like goosebumps all over and chills on my neck. And then we heard it again, but it was only when the crew wasn't paying attention. It was really scary, but it was so cool.
So, yeah, some more crazy stuff. Macy came over to like this vicinity. Jean-Pierre got like a temperature change on her. Well, that's what I heard. Crazy stuff. So we came over, started exploring. Me and Macy heard like a few like rummaging and scurrying kind of sounds over here. So went to go investigate. A little while later, crunching, something moving like like a slower, like considerably slower tempo than the scurrying. Sounded like footsteps for sure, like something moving, but it was in that same general vicinity. Pretty creepy. And then like Macy grabbed my arm, scared the crap out of me. Crew came over, we're like, oh yeah, like we heard this in this area. It stopped. And a while later, crew left again. Me and Macy heard like the same steps again in the same tempo, just like considerably slower than anything that would move around.
Like that?
Nah, something else. That's a different sound. And now we're hearing more crazy stuff. It's at least to say that it scared the crap out of me when we first heard it, so.
Like up closer.
Whatever it is, yeah, I got closer. I was gonna say that. There it goes again.
It's like when you guys don't pay attention, it happens. It's like it's there, and then it's like behind me, and then it goes over here, and then it like repeats. But I'm not cold anymore, if that makes sense.
Or left.
I'm comfortable. I feel that's like so trippy to me that my body like adjusts to like the activity that we're experiencing. If we hear something, like my body instantly gets really cold. But I'm really comfortable. I'm super comfy. I'm like warm.
Yeah. That last one was over here. Sounded pretty big.
Macy, you should go.
If you're what's walking around, please give us a sign. Make some more sounds, some loud sounds. And make our green light up here. Let us know that you're here. Are you related to Spahn Ranch or Charles Manson? Or Shorty Shay? Yeah, there's something moving over there.
That legit sounds like a real person, or
It almost sounds like
what the?
the car pieces of metal that we've seen, the rusted ones, like moving against the brush. That's what it sounded like down there. That's me moving.
No, I heard it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy stuff, man. We were saying about inmates you heard over there. We got we heard plenty of scurrying, snapping, stuff like that, normal stuff. But the rate at which those sounds were kind of sounded like footsteps.
Kind of like the ones we heard right over there.
Yeah. Could have been, granted, could have been an animal. It's freaking dark out here, can't see.
An animal with walking legs.
Yeah, but
2 legs instead of 4.
Animals usually have 4 legs, and it has
It has
a certain faster tempo. Even when it moves slower, it has a certain, but that
yeah, no.
that sound was that sounded
It was
2 legs, slow 2 legs. Yeah, and even if it was an animal with 4 legs,
Yeah.
you can tell how many legs are moving at the same time with them.
Yeah, you can. There's definitely 2 different patterns, and it literally sounds like someone, or feels like someone is just patrolling the area.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just watching.
Literally, that shit's been going all around us.
Yeah, it's 100% circles, dude.
And just right now, me and Jean-Pierre, we came over here again, same spot.
Mm-hmm.
We heard more. And then, towards the end of that session, me and Jean-Pierre both heard down the ravine, more down that way. It moved. And it went pretty loud and pretty long, too.
It did, yeah.
So, let's go find out.
You guys can film.
Some of us walking. Is there like this?
I don't know. I don't remember that there.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. When
Was it?
daytime.
What, where?
Maybe. This right here?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember that. Maybe. Maybe it was.
I remember I broke off 2 sticks here because I almost got stabbed in the face.
Was that right here?
Yeah, it was right there. But that wasn't the stick. I love how I climb over this.
I hate this one.
You guys, I think it's following us, whatever it is. It's I think it's staying behind back there because I keep on hearing the footsteps and I hear snapping all the time.
I think I need to start doing yoga.
You think you need to start doing yoga?
Got it all on. Got it all on film, man. I tell you guys what a life experience. Adventure?
It's trail. Kicking my butt.
That's the most you can get down there.
Yeah, daytime's not more quieter.
Oh, we made it.
Yep.
All fucking time.
Moon mountain.
Never take that long. Took longer today.
It's too long to get here this time.
Alright, is there anybody here with us right now? If there is, could you please give us some sort of sign? Make our meter light up. There's green lights. If we go near them, they'll light up. Make a sound. Give us some sort of sign of your presence. We come out of respect. We do not mean to disturb you. We are doing research on the paranormal. And Manson and what maybe he did hear what happened here. You hear something?
Do you hear water steps? Like the step into water?
I heard something like snapping, like up
I
here.
heard snapping.
Uh-oh.
And it moved.
One's right behind me somewhere.
If that was you moving back there, could you move again? Please give us some sort of sign. Was that you doing?
Nope.
Okay, I heard it that time.
I heard it too.
So if you do like that people bring energy and excitement back to this place, could you make that sound one more time? Was that you making noises in the water? On plants near the water? If so, could you do it again? I like somebody walking back there.
Yeah, I heard that too.
It's like. All right, guys. So we're here down in like a little creek ravine area of Spahn Ranch, and we've been hearing some sounds. The water amount seems to be changing, or that could be something natural. But something that definitely wasn't natural that I think we all agreed with, especially me and Eddie, who heard it the most, literally directly behind me, we heard like footsteps. They were very light and small. If it was a human being, us, even a little bit of weight, it would have made much more noise because there's a lot of foliage back there. So really strange with the sounds we heard. Like I said, it sounded bipedal. I heard 2 steps. I didn't hear 4. I didn't hear other ruffling. It was very quick, very sounding bipedal, meaning, on 2 legs just like us. So it's definitely interesting. I think we would have heard more if it was a human or an animal that close. And it's something we've heard most of the night, weird sounds around us, like surrounding us, almost. A lot of people say like it's like following us almost, or watching over us. So it's kind of strange. Definitely heard it, and I hope maybe we'll get some more activity tonight. There's a belief that we're near water right now, that being near water is a lot of energy for spirits to feed from and manifest stuff like this. So hopefully that's true, and we'll get more activity. But it was definitely something interesting that, I can't explain just by being right here and looking around us. So.
Alright, so back there, I don't know if you can see them, but while we're standing over by where there's a creek and this big ass rock. It looks like people party and stuff like that. As we were standing there, Jean-Pierre and I heard noises. I'll kind of turn the camera around a little bit, so not sure if you can see them, but in that direction is where we heard steps coming towards us. And we're hearing things now. Alright, get out of here. Ow.
Sounds like something.
Coyote,
Yeah,
not a dog.
yeah. It's a coyote because it sounds very different.
Yeah, I was like, that's a coyote.
That part of it does not sound like a dog.
Let's stay together.
Yeah, guys.
If it doesn't happen.
Let's go. Just keep on going.
Keep going.
So, if you guys are hearing this on the camera, I think we're hearing coyotes in the background, or not sure. It's like howling. I think we might have scared him.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we just finished our little hike, and it was pretty interesting. We started hearing coyote barking and howling. It was echoing a lot. It sounded like it was getting further from us, but it definitely had us on guard. We're in a very narrow, tight space on that hike, so I mean, there's potentially danger involved if the coyotes, because they tend to travel in packs. You know, we would have encountered them, but thankfully we didn't. But something is definitely moving over there. This has been a
I'm freezing.
interesting episode with a lot happening. So yeah, thankfully we didn't encounter anything when we were on our hike back through that very tiny creek ravine here on Spahn Ranch. It's been not too active, but a few interesting things have happened. So we'll see if anything else happens.
Well, tonight and today was a lot of different experiences than last time. I had picked up on a lot of similar aspects of what could have happened with Charles Manson, about how he could have worked with the police, about how he could have worked with these other people that I could tell and I could feel were working with him. So overall, in that aspect, it's still delivered, but it still delivered some sort of message to me about that. But getting into what else had happened also tonight has to do with the nature, the land itself, and overall I noticed that what was happening here was very very calm compared to what's going on at the pipeline. And from what I'm feeling, there's just a few spirits that might be around here, and other things are showing up from the battle that's going on. Overall, there may be some watchers here just watching over the place, things like that. That's what I'm kind of feeling from how it's been going on. but I felt a few things that were different, that at least gave some answers to this, some clarity. But definitely it's important what the nature and elements are doing, because they will do it. You know, the land will find some cohesion and some way to live on and need to protect itself. That's really the point, you know. And I think that's the great thing about the paranormal. It has so many aspects, including within nature itself, that we can find different meanings, different answers from it. So I think it's good that I got some different aspect of this experience here than last time.
All right, guys, we're wrapping up our investigation tonight here at Spahn Ranch. Very different from the first time we came here to do the shoot for History Channel. We didn't get any readings with our equipment whatsoever, almost. One of my EMFs actually got a reading here under the main rock formation, like a 3.6 on the milligauss meter, with no explanation. I tried to recreate the way I moved the meter, and I couldn't replicate it. I even smacked it to hit the rock itself, and it got like a 0.5. So it was a little bit interesting. Been hearing noises around us all night, sometimes actual footsteps which didn't make sense to what animals may be around here. So it's definitely interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. This might be something we come to in the future again. What my brother Marcello the medium was feeling is that maybe there's elementals here, and they may be at the Dakota Access Pipeline, where there's big protests going on for the Native Americans, because it's actually the reservation in Native American lands. So, you know, maybe we're not getting as much here because the energy is being sent over there to help. Because, you know, even though humankind doesn't care very much besides the tribes themselves about what's going on, Mother Earth in itself is an energy and, you know, a living, breathing thing that we live on. So it'll be affected by what happens to it as well. So that might be why we're not experiencing as much as we did before, but still had some interesting things happen. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
This was really cool. I'm really glad I got to experience a lot of stuff. I felt very sensitive to the temperature, very sensitive, more sensitive than I normally am. Seeing as my legs were cold, and Jean-Pierre got to, he said that the temperature did change on my legs a couple of times. Also, over when Dom and I heard the footsteps, it was clear as day. Those sounded like footsteps. This was definitely a really cool experience, and the different energies that Marcello would feel and Jean-Pierre would feel, and the flashes were kind of creepy, not gonna lie, with our camera. But I really hope that I can do this again. This was a really cool experience. Yeah, it was really cool. Thanks, guys.
Oh god.
It's basically something like that.
That was pretty damn close.
His face just got so stiff.
He gets so red when he gets
He's gonna dig after
Damn it.
Oh man.
I was like, quick, put out the camera.
Oh man, that was good.
Oh yeah, that's some of his laugh.
Did anybody hear Macy's laugh?
No, but his laugh didn't come out, y'all.